A guy took his blonde girlfriend to her first football game. They had great seats right behind their team's bench. After the game, he asked her how he liked the experience. "Oh, I really liked it," she replied, "especially the tight pants and all the big muscles. But I just couldn't understand why they were killing each other over 25 cents. Dumbfounded, her date asked, "Well, what do you mean?" And she says, "Well, they flipped a coin, one team got it, and then for the rest of the game, they all kept screaming, 'Get the quarterback, get the quarterback.'" I'm like, hello, it's only 25 cents. God, I love those kinds of jokes. Hey, folks. Today we're going to talk about something that has been of a lot of interest of mine lately. It's because a lot of people keep asking me about it, and I don't know. I've seen him to do a pretty good job of finding these things. So I thought I'd pass along some tips that I have found that might help you, might not. Or maybe you can leave some comments to even help me find my next one, or help others. My system might not work for you. The topic is finding your all-day vape. Now, I think you have to understand a little bit about what an all-day vape is, especially if you're a new vapor. A new vapor might consider an all-day vape to be a flavor that he really loves, and you know, he or she doesn't want to change flavors and wants to vape it all day. And a few hours later, their taste buds are gone and they can't taste anything, and it's not doing it for them anymore. And all of a sudden, they're going, you know, maybe this vaping thing isn't for me. And the problem is that they were not vaping an all-day vape, and there are what, 8,000 e-liquids on the market right now, and I would say no more than 15% maybe are all-day vapes, really, if you get right down to it. So I'm lucky. I have several, and I keep discovering new ones quite by accident. So here's what I think an all-day vape is. And if you disagree with me, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. Use the comments down there after you subscribe, because remember, that contest is still going. It's going to be going until Friday, and you might want to win this and this. Alright, everyone. Anyway, an all-day vape is not necessarily a strong flavor. As a matter of fact, it's really not a strong flavor. It's a good flavor. It's a flavor that you really like, but it's not a really strong flavor. There are some e-liquids that I absolutely love that I know that I'm only going to vape for an hour or two. And I don't mean constantly, although I do that once in a while. Just pacify vape all the time. But, you know, after a couple hours, I know I'm going to get tired of it, and I better have something ready to switch to, which I'm sure a lot of you people do too. So, the latest one that I found is I used to buy this guy's juice 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and I haven't had any since then. And he makes really, really good juice. Vape Dudes. And I had ordered a few weeks ago. I ordered a Texas Tough Tank, a Pyrex glass version. I wrote an article. A lot of people didn't like this article, but it was about the Texas Tough Tank and how I think it was. Well, Tom and I wrote it, I think, and how I thought it was the best cartomizer tank. And really, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, there are certainly better made, higher quality cartomizer tanks out there, but the reason why I said this one was the best is because the cartomizers are great, but it had that has the screw on the side of the plastic, so refilling it's a breeze. Just unscrew it, fill it up, boom, you're ready to go. So I really, really liked it, and it was only $7.95 at the time. I really loved it. So anyway, I went to Vape Dude's website, and on one of my daily jaunts to the various sites, and I see that Chris is selling this Pyrex glass version. So I ordered one, and he sent me some juice along with it, which I thought was really nice. And I haven't vaped them all yet, believe it or not, even though it's been like, what, a month, I guess. Because I'm crazy, I'm really, really crazy about this one juice. It's an all-day vape for me, and I vaped the entire 30 ml bottle that he sent me in about 4 days, and immediately got back on his website, ordered 3 more bottles, 2 more bottles of this, and then 1 bottle of another one that I think is really going to be an all-day vape. I haven't spent that much time with it yet, but from all indications, it's going to be an all-day vape. And the flavor that I'm talking about from Vape Dudes is called Belgian Blue. Now, Belgian Blue has this really, it's kind of sweet, but it's not a dirty sweet. It's not a heavy sweet, not a syrupy sweet. It's a nice sweet, and it's got some light candy kind of qualities to it. And it reminds me a little of another great juice that I love that is another all-day vape of mine that a lot of people would probably go, I don't think it's an all-day vape if they've tried it, because it's really strong. It's more powerful than Belgian Blue as far as flavor goes, and it's called Rainbow Sorbet by Mountain Oak Vapors. Mountain Oak Vapor. Mountain Oak Vapors? Jeez, I've been working with this guy forever. I keep forgetting. Anyway, Belgian Blue is a little bit more delicate than that, but it's still got a lot of the same kind of qualities, and also the Plume Room's Angel Sauce, which I wanted to be an all-day vape for a long time, and I think the most I could get was, like all day, and then in the evening I had to do something else because my taste buds were shot. But God, I was crazy about Angel Sauce. I still am crazy about Angel Sauce, but right now I am all about the Belgian Blue. This stuff is absolutely great. An all-day vape has got a great flavor that you really like, but it's a flavor that's not going to quit on you. It's not hard enough, not harsh enough, that it's going to do a number on your taste buds. And after 4 or 5 hours, where your taste buds are on the sides of your tongue, I should have a chart here or something. They almost get numb, and you can't taste anything. You can't taste anything. And you wind up having to have to change the flavor, and sometimes you have to go really in the opposite direction. I mean, if you think that you've got a tobacco flavor that's an all-day vape, and you try to vape it all day long, and your tongue goes numb and whatever, you may have to switch over to something fruity or something a bakery style just to kind of shock the system back into place. So Belgian Blue is a really, really good one, and I wish I could keep this one around. Well, I can keep it around all the time. I plan on keeping it around all the time. And another one that I consider an all-day vape is sort of going in a different direction. Well, no, this is a lot like it, but Mountain Oak Vapors Vanilla Dreams. I like vanilla vapes anyway, but Vanilla Dreams is not a vanilla custard. A lot of the vanillas out there are kind of like vanilla custard, but this is not. This is a clean vanilla, and it's not overpowering. You don't vape it and go, geez, I got a mouthful of vanilla pudding in my mouth. It's light, and that flavor carries you through the day, and that's really what you need. A lot of other juices that I happen to like. I don't want to get off on a tangent and just go, hey, this is a bunch of juices that I'm vaping right now, because that's not the point. But I mean, I love Chi Tea Latte. I've written about that enough. And Rocket Fuel Vapes is one of my favorite brands, along with Rocket Fuel. I mean, Mountain Oak and stuff. But Cat's Meow, I think I say this tastes like the Girl Scout cookies, Samoan cookies. That's what I think this tastes like. I think Rocket Fuel says it's supposed to taste like Oreo cookies. I don't get that. I get a kind of a Samoan kind of flavor. Kind of a smaller brand, Friend or Foe. They're Toffee House. This is not only really delicious, it tastes like real toffee, but it is also a very, very good all-day vape. For me, it doesn't quit. It doesn't quit on me. I can vape it till the cows come home, and it's still fresh. It still delivers the flavor. So and then there's other ones that just that really don't work that way. You love them. I mean, there's you try juices that you want to get the biggest tank you have and just fill it up and get the biggest clouds going. And the problem is that 3 hours later, you can't taste anything, and then you're in trouble for a while, for a couple hours. So that's it. I told you these things are off the cuff. I'm not taking. There's no notes. There's no nothing. There's if I make a mistake, I'm gonna just go right over it and just keep going. Just give it to you. If you get bored, turn it off. But I hope you don't. So let's go over some pointers. Number one, you don't want an overpowering flavor. Number two, at least a 50-50 PG/VG. At least. The higher the PG, the better it's going to be as an all-day vape. PG delivers the flavor. It's the flavor carrier element of it, and it also gives you a stronger throat hit. And if you vape a high PG, you're not going to vape it long without your tongue going numb. So a higher VG. I like Mountain Oak Vapors has a high VG line. They don't really say what the VG ratio is, but it's up there. It's probably between 65 and 75%. And then there are all VG. Johnson Creek makes them PG free, but it's not all VG. These vape dudes that I like are 50-50. And I think that's really where you ought to go. 50-50, 60-40, but always higher in the VG if you're looking for an all-day vape. And that's going to do you for. I mean, you're not going to run into any trouble with the numb tongue bit, vape tongue, vapor's tongue, whatever they want to call it. And I guess the last thing I want to say about finding an all-day vape is if you like to vape at high wattages, you are going to really have to work at finding an all-day vape. It's going to really have to be way up there in the VG. Of course, it's going to be anyway. But I better not be one of these people that goes, all the time, because I won't stand for that crap. I'll have something here to pinch me every time I do it. But you're going to want, if you're a cloud chaser, let's face it, you can't cloud chase all day long because you're not going to be able to do it. But if you are looking for something that produces a lot of clouds, the VG is going to do it. But for me, I have all of these little doodads, all of these devices that I use, and like I said last time, most of the time I'm using just a spinner and an X-Jet. And by the way, don't buy the Aspire CE5s. We talked about them and we said that they were really good and that there was virtually no difference between the CE5 and the X-Jet. But now that I've been using them for 2-3 months, I just got a new shipment. We just bought the office a new shipment of X-Jets. The X-Jets are better. Anyway, okay, getting off track again. So this is my usual setup. And my clear-mizer is usually stainless steel. My battery's either blue or white, but this is my setup. And when I want to do some serious vaping, I've got all of these devices to choose from. And this is my newest one, the ZNA, that I picked up when I was in Chattanooga. And I really love this thing. And I love the Stratus Glassamizer tank and the wide mouth deals. But these things are great to vape on. But and especially if you want to do a long hit. I have a fan blowing in here too. But you can't all day vape with these things. At least I can. And all day vape is one of these casual deals. You're sitting around, you're talking, you're working, you're writing, you're working in the studio, or you're working in the office, whatever, and you're just vaping. It's just vaping. That's an all day vape. You're just vaping. That's the way it is. So, but there is, there is one tobacco that I have really loved. I love Hurricane Vapors, their tobaccos. I love them all. And I vape them often. Tom vapes them literally all the time. But their tobaccos, there's only a couple of them that I would consider all-day vapes for me. You guys might have different, ideas on that. But there is one tobacco that I will vape all day long, and that it's made by, where's a bottle of it? I had a bottle of it here somewhere. It's made by Rocket Fuel, and it's called Reaper, and it's a sweet tobacco. It's a blend of 6 different tobaccos. And believe me, they make a lot of tobaccos, like Hurricane. They make a lot of tobacco mixes. And this is like a mixture of 6 of their tobacco flavorings, and it's so smooth, and it's on the sweet side, and it's smooth, produces a ton of vapor, but you never get tired of it. And that's the key. You never get tired of it. Your tongue doesn't get tired of it, and you're not going, where's my next flavor? And that's key. So, really, that's it. That's the wrap up. I hope this helps you. If not, ask some questions below, and I'll try to answer it. And I did want, before I leave, I did want to say to all of you fantastic people that have commented and subscribed in our first week. I think we did pretty well. I'd like to do more. Hopefully this will generate some more. But for all those who watched my last giveaway video, I found my glasses! These glasses were actually pulled off my head while I was sleeping, and I don't know which one did it, but they dragged it underneath my entertainment stand in my bedroom. And there it was, and the reason why I know it was the cats, and it didn't just fall off my face in an ambient stupor, surrounding the glasses were 2 of their toys, a ball and a stuffed fish. So one of these guys looked at me and said, "Oh, the dude can't sleep in his glasses. He's going to hurt himself." And then they took it off, dragged it off, and there's no evidence of chewing on it, so I guess they thought they were doing me a favor. Anyway, that mystery has been solved. This contest is still going on. This video counts in this contest, so you want to comment on this video, and you want to subscribe to the channel. This is going to a lucky winner on Friday. Not bad today, huh? Not that many screw-ups. It's going to get better. Take it easy, folks, and I will see you soon with another helpful video. What was I going to do that video on? It was going to be, yes. I was going to be talking about a couple of things that I'm doing for these pre-release products from eLeaf. It is the, oh geez, where's my glasses? I can't read the name here. This is a iJust D16, an iJust D14, and then a stainless steel version of the 16 that is just the body. These things are wicked cool, and I'm going to be going over them I'm going to do a written video on them, and that's what I like about doing this video channel so much now, is because every time we do a written video, a written review, we can always have a video at the bottom, even if it's only 2 minutes long, and just show you the device and show you what it can produce and show you what it does. It's just so freaking glad. I'm so glad we did this. It's going to take us in a whole new direction. And stay tuned for our new website. My developer, who has missed a few deadlines already, has promised me in the next couple of days, better be a couple of days, we're going to launch a brand new website. We're going to have a big giveaway as a celebration, and I think you're going to love it. Okay? So, until next time, folks.